the 30th of January, and just wondering, this Philips system, I don't think it starts to record until you start to talk. I guess that's good. I don't see the problem with it. It's a bit weird when you turn it on and everything and nothing's moving and you think, what's going on anyway? I believe it's the 30th of January, it's 2021, it's a Sunday. And it's been a stressy kind of day. I've already been talking to myself about this poor Tuco. It's like he wants to go to the loo, but he doesn't seem to be able to. When I say stressy, I mean, on the way home, there were lots of people on the path. So that kind of got under my skin a little bit. And then on the way home, there was a house with a lot of music playing and loud music, people having a good time. And I started thinking, imagine having neighbours like that. And that irritated me and kind of added to some stress level. And then I met Flo on the way home, and she said that Bernard had been speaking to her, and he'd said, oh, you should have made the guy sign a form saying that he knew, the guy that bought the little red Clio, make sure he knew that the car didn't pass its MOT. As Bernard is slightly paranoid, and he thinks, well, maybe the guy will get back to us and say, oh, I was told this car was supposed to be in good form, past its MOT, and now I'm going to sue you because you sold me a faulty car. I'll let you go. And then as we arrived home, Bernard's dog was out, Rita, and she started jumping all over Tuco, even though she had the muzzle on, and Tuco was like "Rawr!" fighting with her. And I went inside, and I'm just, and then the sound on my phone started to cut out as I was watching a YouTube video. It's just funny, it's like one little thing after another can kind of start to weigh on you. Oh, and as well as that, Flo is in our new car. It's cost us over $6,000 and maybe $7,000 by the time everything's done. Here to go. Issy. Stay. Sit. Let these bikes pass, okay? Stay. Good boy. Sit. Good boy. Bonjour. Allez. So Flo's in the car, our two bikes. And she's realizing that we don't seem to be able to get GPS to work. And automatic steering, automatic help when you're trying to parking assist, that doesn't seem to work. And so she's kind of coming up with all these things that are not making us happy about the car. I don't really care. I think it's a car. It looks good. It works. It's fine. I think it's probably worth the money. And so I was getting to the point as I was inside, because we've also got the afternoons off. And I sometimes find the day a bit long. And it was going through my mind that I almost wanted to go back to bed. Thought I'd like to go to bed. I'd like to get under the sheets. I'd like to close my eyes. I'd like to somehow escape. But I thought that's not going to be a great idea. I should try and push through the day and try and get to the evening, get something to eat, and then maybe try and chill out at the end of the day with Anno or SimCity. That's what I'm kind of thinking of doing. Try and push through to the end of the day. And I was thinking, when you have these kind of moods, you have to take them in a unit of one day. You know, it's like, it's a day. It's a day of being on edge. And of course these moods come and go, and may well be this evening I get occupied in something else and the mood changes. But it's probably best, safest, just to think, well, you should take it that it'll be the whole day kind of on edge like this, and so you need to kind of get into a quiet space in the evening, and then hopefully come 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning you'll be looking forward to going to bed, and you'll sleep soundly, and then tomorrow, well, this whole thing will be gone, really gone, because these kind of moods, they just disappear, and they're not really stored in the mind. And why would they be? Nobody wants to revisit this kind of feeling, this kind of irritated, kind of edgy, jumpy kind of day. You want it to be done. You want to move on to a nicer feeling. You want to try and avoid getting in arguments, kind of fighting with flow, because you're just wound up so tight. So really, that's it. And then it's gone, and it won't, the only memory will be this audio recording on this 30th day of January, because I won't want to store any of this, obviously. Why the hell would you? To look back on. I'm glad I came for this walk with this audio. It's kind of maybe a pointless thing to do in a way, a pointless audio, but I want to have a pee here by the river. But for me, it's kind of therapeutic. And looking back at some point, it might strike some kind of meaningful note. I don't know. Quite a lot of water still. It's broken through to this side now. As if it looks like it might be a permanent thing, unless the river really dries up. Okay, Tuco, let's go back, huh? I think we can go back. What have I got? 8 minutes, 46 seconds. 8 minutes, 46, 53 seconds, 54. This is 9 minutes, and this is the very first recording here. I'm actually still at the position here of having everything uploaded now. I even found some other stuff on my Lenny, some audio files, uploaded them all yesterday, the day before. And I even uploaded some stuff from this Philips thing. So this is the only known audio file that I know that's not on my YouTube channel. That's a great achievement. And this Philips thing works really well. I guess you just have to talk and it comes on, and then if you don't talk, I don't know if it'll just switch itself off. I mean, these are all good things, I guess. noises. Yeah, today just as I was walking, I was listening to music, but somehow I couldn't settle down and relax. So when I go back, I'm kind of looking forward to the darkness to arrive, because I think it's going to be a little more soothing. The sun has gone down now. And then I think I'm going to put on Anno. I haven't played it in months. I had a brief look at it about a week ago or so, but I haven't really put any time into it in quite some time. And I think it might be interesting to... Allez, Tuco! It might be interesting to try and get back into that. Anything that distracts me from all the financial stuff would be good. Anything that takes me away from the cryptocurrency and the trading 212 would be good. Yeah. I hope Flo doesn't find out anything else wrong with the Citron estate. Hindsight is a great thing, and we both kind of felt we should really have taken a car for the afternoon and driven it around and then decide whether you want to buy it or not. It's a bit risky when you just see something online, and you buy it and then go and collect it, something as expensive as a car. But it's too late now. I think we have to accept that that's the way it was to be, was for us to get this Clio. And the great thing about the Clio is that it's the same make and everything, so it's been no trouble to drive. It's the same car, basically, just a bit bigger. So yeah, one day at a time, one unit. I'm trying to get myself to understand that I may feel a little uptight and kind of tightly wound for the rest of this day, and that's fine. But I should also be aware that every day is kind of different, and the states of mind and the moods, of course they can lift and change at any time, but you normally find that each day is different to the previous, and whatever was bothering you one day, unless it's a serious thing, mine is there's nothing serious, it's just kind of micro irritations. And when tomorrow comes, tomorrow's another day. So maybe that's it for this broadcast. There's a bit of wind blowing. I hope that's not causing trouble on this phone. I know it's pretty sensitive, it picks up everything. So I'm going to go home and have some soup, and I've got to try and get into something where I can just get lost in some different world, be it the Red Dead Redemption, Anno, SimCity, whatever. I shall say adios.